cooking for me is a perfect blend of flavors, subtle, pronounced, yet so individualistic to those great countries. My Scandinavian chicken is a great burst of flavors with some juniper berries, giving it a very gin-soaked laden chicken. Great scents coming together with some creme fraiche, or if you do not have creme fraiche, go right ahead and use some sour cream. The end result is by far unique, subtle, but so true to the essence of the great Scandinavian nations. Let's get to creating this starry wonder now. To start off, I've got about 20 grams of juniper berries, and if you do not have juniper berries, just go right ahead and use about 30 ml of gin to achieve a more subtle version of this great result. And I'm just going to get to pounding this. So, pounding away it goes. Into a pan, I'm just going to add about 5 ml of olive oil because I do not want the glorious butter to burn. As we allow the 25 grams of yellow salted butter to actually melt into this pot with the foam and all, in goes about 3 grams of rosemary, and we're just going to let it infuse along with about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic finely minced. Give it a quick stir just so that everything scents and infuses. Do not allow this to burn. And in this goes the juniper berries that were dehydrated but lightly pounded just to extract the flavor. So these go in, and we're just going to allow all this to bloom, scent and accentuate this glorious mix out here. As you get the sharp yet subtle flavor of the juniper berries hinted with the garlic and the rosemary. Now here's my twist, which is a 1 red chili finely minced and shredded, and it goes in just to give you that slight heat coming together. You can totally avoid this, and it doesn't really go in Scandinavian cooking originally, but it's my take on this great dish. As all this has mixed together, in goes 1 kg of chicken thighs, bone in, skin out, and we're just going to allow all this to sear and brown really well. You can go right ahead and use tongs, but I prefer cooking with my hands. It just adds to that personal touch that the dish requires in the end. As we are allowing the chicken to sear and brown, now is the time to create one of the most easiest of sauces. So I've got about 300 ml of creme fraiche. To that, I'm adding about 300 ml of chicken stock and about a tablespoon of corn flour. And we're just going to whisk everything together because this is going to go right into the mix when the chicken is nice and brown. So just whisk everything so that everything has emulsified really well. The star in this dish is actually the juniper berries, giving it that sharp essence and flavor. And technically, I never like to compromise by adding gin. However, that's the next best resource that you have in case you do not get your hands on juniper berries. But don't forget to try till the 11th hour to manage to source some. We're just going to allow these to brown a little more in this glorious creation and cook before we add in the sauce. Such a simple dish and forms the perfect meal to enjoy midweek for lunch or dinner. Allow the chicken to char and let everything brown subtly so that you are able to get all that flavor right into the sauce. Before that, you're just going to give it a fine sprinkling of some sea salt, not too much because I've used salted butter here. So you just want to balance out the salt level in this dish. With that done, it's time to now just go right ahead and pour this glorious creme fraiche and chicken stock emulsion and allow everything to cook with each other. The corn flour just enables everything to bind together perfectly with each other, giving it one of those most luxurious of sauces. Cream in color with the sharp essence that juniper berries bring to this dish. the rind of one lemon just to accentuate that overall flavor on top, and allow this to simmer for 15 minutes, and we're going to garnish it with some parsley. That simple, that easy. Lunch or dinner midweek is ready. 15 minutes of simmering this gorgeous Scandinavian creation allows all the char from the bottom to lightly scent the entire gravy, yet at the same time giving it one of those creamiest of colors. This dish is technically done just like this, but you can always accentuate it with some finely chopped curly parsley. So about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of finely chopped curly parsley is what is required to garnish this creation, and switch off the flame. I hope you enjoyed creating this gorgeous Scandinavian creation with me. The juniper berries are truly the star, giving it that gin-laden flavor right into the chicken. I often pair this glorious dish either with my warm vegetable barley salad, or go right ahead, have it with mashed potatoes or some sourdough bread, or just some steeped rice on the side. Don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button, and as I always say, don't forget to subscribe.